Hey, this is Devin with Homeschool House Calls, and we are back for our 14 days of curriculum. We are talking about fifth grade today. Oh my gosh, fifth grade is like it's like you feel like they're so big. They're not yet. I promise they're not. But anyway, we're going to talk about some of the things. So now at this point, they're reading fluently. I'm hoping that they're really enjoying reading. That is always been one of my top level things that was important is creating that love of learning. But some of the things, one thing, okay, let me go over it because I get ahead of myself. Remember that World Book Typical Course of Study, you can find a scope and sequence to judge what fifth grade is handling across the board. That's where I send mamas to go. Remember to narrow your overwhelm. Hopefully, by this time, if you're not new to homeschooling, that you found some stuff you like. So you're going to narrow the overwhelm. You're going to say what faith based or secular, online, offline. At this point, they should be reading strong enough that if you wanted to throw in some online, you could. I would still not do math or language arts yet. Now, math, my top pick is still teaching textbooks. They have textbooks, they have online, they even, I believe, have in person classes that are virtual. But that's still my top pick for math. My second pick would be Matthew C. Teaching textbooks is spiral. Matthew C is going to be mastery. They're very differently set up. Do not do the both of them because that's too much math. Khan Academy is free. It is set up differently. It's just set up differently, but they've been around a long time. You could use that, I think, successfully. My kids did not like the videos. They prefer the teaching textbook because on teaching textbook, they just felt like it explained more. Um, my teens use Mia Academy. Well, they use Mia Prep, but Mia Academy, they have a math level. I have not used it for math, so I don't know whether I would suggest that or not. Language arts, my top pick would be Good and Beautiful. We used it all the way up through level 8. My girls really enjoyed it, but I also like first language lessons. I'm not sure how far they go up. I'd have to do a little bit of research, but I remember I have pleasant memories of that. Um, History and science definitely cover those. Some suggestions. I have heard a lot of good things about Gather Around, and I don't know why that one sticks out in my mind for fifth grade, but it is more of a unit study. It's like one subject and everything goes around it. Everything coordinates the history and the science and all. So that's one that I have not used, but it's on my mind for Lacey when she gets a little bit older. Um, Definitely don't overwhelm yourself with school, language arts, math, handwriting. I would definitely third, fourth, fifth grade, I would do some handwriting. Usually, I consider that as part of their language arts. Make sure you're doing lots of stuff for fine motor skills, just in case. I've really started thinking that kids do like this all the day, and they're not writing like we did. So definitely, we have a workshop in the on the YouTube channel on fine motor skills and how important it is for handwriting. Another thing, let's see, explore things. Still, at this point, you're building a love of learning. You want them to enjoy learning, explore things they're interested in. At this age, it kind of stands out that they're starting to want hobbies, and they're starting to want people to see. I mean, Mama gets to the point where Mama's not the person they want to hang out with all the time. So I would still definitely be outside the house exploring, making connections, building friendships, and building that love of learning. Story of the World is still my top pick at this point for history. Also, Mystery of History is good. Both of those are faith based. I do not quite know of a history that's secular, possibly Inside Mia Prep. Easy Peasy is free. She's Christian, but the stuff that she uses for her stuff is mostly secular. She has a lot of links that's basically, and she gives you stuff like day 1, day 2, day 3. So there's a lot of some people say yes, some people say no with whether she's faith-based or secular. But those are my top picks. Those are what I would look at and where I would send people to begin with. At this point, I mean, fifth grade is just such a fun age. They're still young, but they're kind of getting independent. You could start moving toward teaching them independence. I usually start that sixth, seventh. Understand that if you're beginning to help them become independent, that they are not adults and they are not teens, and it takes time. Give it one step at a time. Definitely chores should have been, years ago. We use zone cleaning for kids because it removed me as the middleman. Gosh, what else? My mind. I'm telling you, I flew through this one. I hope. Anyway, those are my top picks. I didn't even put that. I didn't even put that. I have a thing, so I'm like, I didn't even do it. My top picks. I was supposed to put that on there. But fifth grade, I'm looking forward to it. Fifth grade, I think why it stands out for me is that is the year that my Olivia will graduate, and the next year Lacey will be in middle school. I think that's why it stands out so much. I'm like, it kind of boggles my mind because Olivia will be, I'll only have one at that point. And I don't know that I've ever had only one homeschooler in this house. I'm like, I started homeschooling Cole when he was in second grade, and I had who is she? Juliana. I'd already had Juliana. So it's like, I don't know that I've ever had just one homeschooler in this house. So that's very weird. So that's probably why fifth grade stands out so big in my mind, because I will have only one after that year. But anyway, let me know. I can talk all day long. Let me know what you like for fifth grade, or what you're looking at, or ask me what you think if I've heard it's good. If you're looking at something, you're like, have you heard if this is good or not? Let me know, because I like to talk curriculum. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm kind of a curriculum junkie. But enjoy your day. Sixth grade will start on Monday. It's coming, and we will talk about the middle school years. So see you soon. Bye.